The journey begins in a world where adventurers are celebrated as legends, and dungeon expeditions are the ultimate path to fame and fortune. However, for a poor villager from the outskirts of civilization, such dreams seem far out of reach. This story chronicles a rise from obscurity to becoming a recognized hero, blending moments of grit, discovery, and triumph. A young villager lives in a quiet farming community, surrounded by people who see him as nothing more than an aimless dreamer. Despite his lack of formal training, his heart is set on becoming an adventurer. His daily life takes a dramatic turn when he stumbles upon an ancient ruin while helping his family gather supplies. Inside, he discovers a glowing artifact known as the Hero's Sigil, an ancient relic that once belonged to a legendary hero who sealed away an ancient evil. Unaware of its true potential, he keeps the sigil hidden but feels a deep connection to it. Motivated by his discovery, he bids farewell to his village and heads to the bustling capital city, where the Adventurers Guild promises to turn dreams into reality. Yet, upon arrival, he's met with harsh rejection. With no combat experience, no connections, and no reputation, he is placed in E-Class, the lowest rank reserved for beginners and outcasts. The guild's disdain doesn't deter him, and he resolves to prove his worth. The first assignments are menial and humiliating, gathering herbs, delivering messages, and clearing pests. While these tasks seem mundane, they introduce him to two unlikely allies: Lyra, a sharp-tongued healer who reluctantly joins after failing to secure a spot on a higher-ranked team. Her mysterious past and unspoken motivations add depth to her character. Cade, a cunning rogue and petty thief, who initially clashes with him but eventually forms a bond after seeing his unwavering determination. Together, the trio begins tackling small-scale quests, from escorting caravans to clearing minor monster infestations. Despite their rocky dynamic, they slowly develop trust and camaraderie. His perseverance begins to inspire them, even as more experienced adventurers ridicule their efforts. During a routine dungeon exploration, the team faces a dire threat, an unexpected encounter with a powerful dungeon boss far beyond their abilities. Overwhelmed and outmatched, they are on the brink of death when the hero's sigil suddenly activates. The artifact releases a surge of magical energy, amplifying his physical abilities and granting him the strength to defeat the boss in a climactic battle. This event marks a turning point. While the team celebrates the victory, he realizes the sigil's power comes at a cost. Each activation drains his life force, and its true nature remains a mystery. Determined to understand the artifact, he begins researching its history, discovering that it's linked to a prophecy involving the return of the Abyssal Warlord, an ancient entity sealed away by the original hero. Word of the victory spreads, earning the team modest recognition. They are promoted to D-Class, allowing them to take on more challenging quests. As they venture into deeper dungeons, they face stronger monsters and more complex trials, testing their skills and teamwork. His leadership and growing mastery of the sigil become pivotal in their success. Amid their rising fame, the team attracts the attention of Lord Darvel, a corrupt noble with ambitions to control the adventuring world. Darvel views them as a threat to his monopoly on dungeon treasures and begins orchestrating obstacles to undermine them. From sending mercenaries to sabotage their missions to spreading false rumors, Darvel's schemes add a layer of tension to the story. The journey takes a dramatic turn when they encounter Era, a mysterious swordswoman who seems to know more about the hero's sigil than she lets on. Era reveals that the sigil is one of several relics tied to the Abyssal Warlord's seal. She warns them that the Warlord's generals are working to break the seal, and the sigil's activation could accelerate their plans. Era's warnings push him to confront the weight of his newfound power. No longer is he fighting for personal glory. The fate of the world hangs in the balance. Despite the overwhelming pressure, his resolve strengthens. He vows to uncover the truth behind the sigil and stop the Abyssal Warlord's return. The season builds toward a climactic event, a massive dungeon raid organized by the Adventurers Guild. Multiple teams compete to retrieve a legendary artifact rumored to lie in the dungeon's depths. The team joins the raid, determined to prove their worth. However, Lord Darvel's machinations reach their peak as he sends his mercenaries to sabotage their progress. Inside the dungeon, they face relentless challenges, from deadly traps to powerful monsters. The tension reaches a boiling point when they are ambushed by Darvel's forces and a dungeon boss simultaneously. Outnumbered and outmatched, he is forced to push the hero's sigil beyond its limits. The resulting surge of power enables him to defeat both enemies but leaves him severely weakened. The team ultimately secures the legendary artifact, which turns out to be a fragment of the Abyssal Core, a key component in the Abyssal Warlord's resurrection. The discovery solidifies his role in the unfolding prophecy, setting the stage for greater challenges ahead. Following their success in the raid, the team is promoted to B class, a significant milestone that earns them respect among their peers. Yet, the victory is bittersweet. He knows the road ahead will only grow more dangerous as the Abyssal Warlord's forces begin to move in earnest. In the final moments, a post-credit scene reveals the Abyssal Warlord's generals discussing their next steps, hinting at the larger conflict to come. The stage is set for him to rise further as both an adventurer and a hero, but the looming threat casts a shadow over his journey. This masterfully combines underdog perseverance with high-stakes adventure, leaving viewers eager for the next chapter. His transformation from a nobody to a rising hero is both inspiring and suspenseful, promising even greater challenges and revelations to come.